We are at the time where we must communicate as honest as possible. I have an understanding in the way that we interact and do business, and it's not standing on the foundation of truth or respect or righteousness. And I have a problem with it. This is the foundation for Elevation Station. My name is Leon Meredith, and I am the legend. It's so many great people I have met. So many. The majority of people, 80%, I believe, have the capability and the inclination to be pure, 100% truthful people like myself. They have that ability. But their need for comfortability, for things, for power, gets in the way of them being the God force that they are. You know, I had made this video many minutes ago, and I said some names of some people I love, but it's so many circumstances in play in my life that made my life, my past life, a thing of the past. But once it's a mutual vibration of love, it stands the test of time, sometimes into the next lifetime. I am one real person. And I hear even, the rumors about me now, which isn't even much. It's not. The rumors that the dark forces are getting people to spread and, to taint my rise or to test my will, to burst through and keep surviving and prospering. They're not even vicious. Like, I remember I grew up doing this. I lived in a neighborhood where we had professional boo-boo talkers. Like, people was professional shit talkers. And sometimes, well, for real, I've been through this a few times in my life where gossip and things were slandered about me, and I would just approach people that never seen me face to face, and I'd just be like, "Hey, what's up, man? You seen?" And I give him my street name, like, "Man, I was looking for him, man. I used to vibe with him a few years ago. I ain't seen him, man. You heard something?" And the stuff I would hear sometimes is like, one time I said, "Wow, I did that!" Like, it just was so mind blowing of slander. It was so funny and a wow moment. Like, whoa, somebody putting in extra work. Like, one thing I hear now is I'm depressed, or look, you see me on this video, and I thank you for attending. Even if you're a hater, I'm glad to be of service to your elevation. Because I know you try to find loopholes in my game, but it's not that easy. And the only way really you could find a loophole is measuring it against one of these deceptive teachings that you want to hold these teachings as, sorry to drift off for a minute, but this is a learning channel. The truth is real. So when you learn, you have something, and this is a great manual or some type of spiritual knowledge that's really deception at the core of it. Then that's why I was created, this was created to get you to do certain mantras, to let dark forces in you to operate, ghosts, hidden demons. So we created this to make some type of demons and put that cloud of positivity around it. And now you think it's some positive stuff, and it gives you certain perspectives, methods, and techniques to trick people, to do dark magic or sex magic or whatever on another person when you're using this in a dark way, but it was intended for that anyway. And what I'm saying is that you try to measure things that I say, the truth, against that book, against that manuscript, against that scripture. Like this scripture is the foundation to our existence. It is time for the truth. A higher power said so. It is time for the unveiling of truth. God prescribed. It is time for the truth of business, of government. The powers that be has decided so. Angels, all down the lineage, up and down the totem pole, the truth is real. And so if the only way you can try to find a loophole in what I'm saying is by using those things, you already fighting like a battle. You're digging yourself a hole. I'm not here to battle. I just want to give you the truth. So the ones that are real, so the children can understand that they hold the power to their existence in their hand, and they don't have to be just a subordinate consumer addict. But back to regularly scheduled programming. It's very important to not talk negatively about people. I don't believe it's ever warranted to backbite someone that you love. It's our brothers and sisters. It's always room for atonement, is it not? If someone takes a life, does the taking of that life, does it tip the scales the right way on your consciousness? A drug dealer that supplies a kilogram of whatever drug a week. Let's just say a kilogram in 1 year. How much destruction and deaths come from that? What about a view from a force that delivers a whole bunch of drugs all over the nation? What I mean to say is that we all are redeemable. We all make mistakes. But you cannot continue the same behavior and expect to be redeemed, to be restored to a proper righteous position in your community, to be a leading force in change when you still practicing moralist behaviors at 1 o'clock in the morning. See, I don't have to directly talk about anyone. I know the behaviors of us. And for you to make a change in your community, you got to put effort for righteousness within your every step of the day. This is me. From the words that I speak, from the eye contact that I have, the body language, the physical fitness, the eating habits, the love that I express, my level of creativity. It's a long list that qualifies me for being an example to follow, to use as an elevating catalyst of development. I think I'd like to leave this here. This is the foundation for Elevation Station. Please allow me to be a focal point to do better than. I would love for everyone to elevate to a point that you operate on such a balancing of greatness across the board that's greater than me. I want you to be a real balanced, superior human being. And I want your children to be that too. I love you. Peace.